is Banks Business with Banks Dastine's first podcast. And I'm here with my friend. He's a lawyer. He is also a comedian and also a production. So my ideal of talking to Walter today, it's someday hope he can become a board member to Biscuit Up. Hi.
What's up, man? Yes, welcome to Business with Banks Dastine.
I like that name, business. Thank you for helping me come up with a nice, catchy name.
Yeah, Business with Banks Dastine. We're talking business. We're talking all the business.
Business.
It could be busy business. What kind of other businesses? There's all types of businesses. There's pizza business. There's
legal business. There's a legal business.
There is legal business.
All kind of business.
Yes. So and there's just personal business. People have personal business all the time. Yeah, and you man have a lot of businesses. You're all over the place. Not all over the place in a bad way. He's all over the place in a good way. He is a hustler. He is a worker. He bounces around. We're right now we're shooting in his establishment. As you can see, this beautiful bar behind us. So yeah, man, Mr. Banks Dastine, and yes, my name is Walter. I am a lawyer. I'm also a comedian and a video dude. I do comedy videos. I also talk about football and some sports podcasts that are somewhat still in existence. Draft Vice being the primary one, but I'm also on Thursdays with Face Off of Facemeyer. I'm also with the Grizzly Guys comedy group that we do videos all the time. Check them out. We do just funny videos. So yeah, how's everything, Mr. Dastine?
Everything is pretty good. Like you said, I try to put my hand in so many different paths because, like they said, if you wanna be successful, you need to be able to touch so many different things. Because my first business was a bookstore. I opened a bookstore at the New York Mall. I paid my rent for $1,000, and for 1 month, I sold one book. That was my big first failure.
See, this is why him starting this is a great idea, because there are things I am learning automatically. Because, I knew that you had a food truck at one point, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I started the food business, started with a food truck, just in case if I didn't make it, I can sell it, get my money back. But it turned out the food truck was very popular. I opened a spot in Spring Valley, and business was booming. And I moved to Suffern, opened this beautiful bar that I call the Purple Bar. It's for the ladies, ladies bar. But now the guys want to turn it into a football bar, a sport bar, because we're playing a lot of football.
Yeah, well, because football's popular. That's what it is. I mean, I do a football podcast, so I can't complain about it. But the book thing, what was the name of the bookstore?
The bookstore, this is like a long time ago. I don't even remember the name of the bookstore, but man, that was my first failure in business.
See, but that's a key thing. Failure in business happens all the time.
Yes, that is true. And then that's why I always tell people, don't be afraid to start something, because most likely you're not going to make it in your first business, but you're definitely going to learn something that's going to open another door for you.
I agree. I started my own businesses. I'm not really a good business person, unfortunately. But I respect other people who do it. And my mother grew up, she had her own consulting business. That was a big thing in my life. She owned a couple of businesses, a cafe, a bar. My grandfather had a private investigator business and his own bar. So I really respect that. And like you said, it doesn't always go well.
It doesn't always go well. And that's not, like they said, I don't know the statistic from it, but 90% of the business do fail.
Yes. But usually food's really hard a lot of the time.
Business, I know everybody said, people always want food to eat, but they don't understand there's 1,000 restaurants we compete with, you know what I mean? So food is one of the toughest business to get into. If you have a very good locations, but that come with a price, you might end up paying a lot of more money for that location.
That's a key thing, man. Like that, everybody talks about real estate, but business as well is location.
But for you have your own practice.
I do. But the location used to be in Old Japan. Now I do mostly remote work because I can shop myself out to bigger firms, and that now my clientele is just bigger firms. It's not who my clientele was originally, which actually a lot of times word of mouth. Like it's the thing. the thing with business is also networking.
Networking, 100%.
And that was something I was really good at in the beginning, but the more isolated I was, the less I was good at networking. It's something, it's like one of those things, it's like practice. Practice makes perfect. It's like when I do stand-up, the more you get up on stage, the more you feel comfortable being up there, the more you can kind of spread your wings and do jokes that you didn't think you could do before. So like with networking, a lot of networking is being used to going out and socializing with people and selling them on who you are.
Yes.
It's a lot of who you are as a person. For me, a lot of my original business when I opened my practice was from the gym.
Okay.
Because I would hang out in the sauna, and because my phone would melt in the sauna, like I didn't want to bring my phone in there. I didn't want to bring headphones in there. I would go in there and I would just start talking to people. And I ended up making a lot of friends. I've had friends who've come out to comedy shows because of me talking to them in the sauna almost now 10 years ago. But some of my earliest clients were people who found me at the gym and they were like, hey, I got pulled over. Hey, I'm having an issue with work. Hey, I'm selling a house. And those are all things that I've handled in the past as an attorney.
Okay. So what area of the law do you practice?
Mostly real estate, and I do back-end litigation work for bigger firms. So like when they go ahead and they're handling a case, they need people to go through and review documents to kind of give them the details on what of these documents need to be turned over, what needs to be reviewed for privilege, what needs to be handled like that way. And that's part of what I do. And the other part of what I do is I handle real estate, usually transactional stuff with purchases and sales.
Okay.
I do a lot of traffic court as well. Like I've done recently this year, I had a lot of the Palisades Interstate Parkway work because they were cracking down. There's a road in New Jersey. It goes into New York, but the part of it that's in New Jersey is only patrolled by like one police department, and this police department only patrols that in the Palisades Interstate Park. So they pull over a lot of people just because they have nothing better to do, maybe. I don't know. But it is a very, like, but what they were doing at the time is they were writing up a lot of tickets, and then you would get these tickets and you'd be like, okay, a lot of these don't even match the report. You go in, you talk to the prosecutor. Sometimes the prosecutor would knock it down for you. And that's just part of the negotiation process. It's plea bargaining. And,
So if someone in New York got a ticket on the Jersey side right now, at the moment, right now, when they say this, they can call you and you can help them.
Yes. Even if they got it in New York, and I don't really do as much New York traffic tickets anymore because I'm not really like focused on being in New York. And New York City is a whole different fiasco. The thing with New York City is you have to go to the Vehicle and Traffic Bureau, and you don't get to like do what you do in New Jersey and upstate New York, which you can plea bargain the tickets down. If you drive in, we are currently located in Suffern, New York, where we are recording this, which is in Rockland County, which is like not really. Some people will call it upstate, and some people will call it not upstate.
We're not upstate.
Well, there you go.
Upstate, no,
everything is upstate to me because I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey's next door. Wawa is like,
yeah, exactly. But you're north, so that's up. I don't know why that's up. That's a good question on its own.
New York City people always call Rockland County upstate. They won't cross the bridges and we upstate. No, we're not upstate. We're more like downstate.
It's all
not the city, but we downstate. Not upstate.
It's all relative. You are upstate from New York City because they have to go up. That's it. That is what it is. That's why you are upstate to them.
It is so weird. I never understand it. That's why they keep calling us upstate. I'm only 30 minutes from New York City. I can drive right now from here to Times Square 30 minutes. How's that upstate? Thank you.
Because you have to drive south at some point, right?
Okay.
Yes, there you go. I think that is the correct answer to that question. But you know what? It doesn't matter how north you go in New York, you're always not upstate until you get to like, I guess, Albany. Then they'll be like, yes, we're upstate.
Albany is upstate.
Yes. But like if you go to Westchester
County, that's where upstate really starts. But Orange County people probably disagree with me.
Yes. You go to Westchester. Or you can go to Westchester, they don't agree with you.
Oh yeah, even Westchester, they don't. We were supposed to do a boat party, a yacht party. We have an artist from Brooklyn. I said, we're going to be in White Plain.
Yeah.
They said, no, we're not going to upstate. We're going to charge you more. Just because of that.
There you go.
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
so weird, but it is what it is.
But that it's all perception. It's all relative.
Yeah.
So,
not talking about networking. Networking, If you want to get into business or anything in life,
Yeah.
you need to do networking. As for me, I'm big at networking. Right now, I do have a digital marketing company called Biz Ground Up. I guess that's why business with banks, Dastine probably makes sense. And also right now, I am the president of the Chamber of Commerce of Suffern. And also I've been volunteer. I got myself in 2 different networking groups. That's how you meet the other successful people or people that's been doing the things that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
If you want to avoid making mistakes, you got to start joining different type of groups.
Yeah.